The way that I lost 40 pounds was through a good old calorie deficit. I didn't know it at the time, but that's what it was. The way that I've been able to maintain the weight loss is through non-negotiables. Here are my non-negotiables that has made keeping the weight off a lot easier. Outside of my intentional workouts, I make sure to stay active throughout the day and I walk a lot. When I really struggled to keep the weight off, I was only focused on my workout and not necessarily how active I was throughout the day. Even if you work out really hard for 1 hour of the day, but the rest of your day you are glued to your desk, it's gonna make fat loss and staying leaner a lot harder. I currently strength train 3 days a week, which aligns best with my goals. In the past, I've done as much as 5 days a week. Strength training is what is going to transform your body. If you want to lose fat, you can simply do so by eating less calories. But if you want to look toned and lean, that comes down to having some muscle. If I know that I'm going to be going out to eat, and I do eat out multiple times a week some weeks, I keep the rest of my day pretty light. High protein, high fiber, things that are going to satiate me, but not necessarily rack up in calories, because I know I'm going to get quite a bit of calories, even if I try to order something really healthy if I go out to eat. Even when I do go out to eat, I make sure to order a protein source. Ideally, it's a little bit leaner. In the past, I would order something like a pasta dish or something that was just really dense in calories and very low protein, so it was very easy to overconsume. Have a high protein breakfast every single morning. You cannot have breakfast and still see great results. Just for me personally, I found that if I did skip breakfast, I was more likely to overeat later on. I weigh myself multiple times throughout the week. For me, it is not an unhealthy obsession or disordered. This is something I've done for years. It helps me to stay on track. It also helps me to better understand how my body responds to different things. When I would only weigh myself once every couple of months, I would get so much more triggered by the scale because it wasn't an accurate reflection of how my body weight was trending over time. If anything, it gave the scale way more power, and now I'm pretty desensitized to it. I know that scale fluctuations are bound to happen. I also take photos as another way of tracking progress. Lastly, it's not necessarily a habit, but for most of my journey, I have had a coach, even as a coach myself, even as somebody who knows what I should be doing. Because let's face it, knowing what you should be doing and actually applying that consistently are two totally different things. And sometimes just taking the guesswork out of things and having that outside accountability just keeps my head on straight.